On est bien. Vous allez bien le chat? Et allez go. Avec mon pote. Bon, ça marche. Ok. Ah. Et là. Et là.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Il a plus le temps de finir de dire. Génial. Bon.
My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Go.
Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
On a let's go. Ok, faut courir.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
D'accord.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Bonjour.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Il y a 2 chemins. Je peux pas reprendre. Ah, en tout cas, tu vas voir là.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Je peux aller passer par en bas du coup. Oh. Bon. On est parti. On a une place qui est en bas.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Wow.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Quoi cette maison? Et moi, let's go. Ok. Nico.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Je comprends. Hein. La tour, mon gars.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Ouais. Je comprends. Bon, allez, go.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Bon.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Bon, comme ça. Les gars, c'est une porte. Ah. Je sais pas s'il y a des trucs à trouver ou... Ah bah c'est bon. Ok, on
Crawling
va
through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Voilà où je vais rentrer.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Je sais pas comment ils sont partis. Un peu de bordel, hein. Les vélos. Bon, y a rien.
For the first time in years,
Tom Hinton, c'est qui a disparu ou... Je sais plus comment il s'appelle. Ah merde, il y a un truc.
I felt like I was home.
Il est comme la maison.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Et du coup, moi je suis... Ah oui, du coup, il y a qui est plus là. Non. Ah non, il y a Ellie, c'est vraiment.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Les gars, est-ce qu'on mange ici hein? Avec la caméra, oh.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
Attendez, je suis allé... Ah, c'est quoi du coup? Ouais, parce que la caméra... Ah non. Ah non, je crois qu'il y avait... Ah bon, bah... D'accord. Faire avec, hein. Oh, il y en a encore là. On va manger des boîtes, hein. On va en manger de ces boîtes, hein. Oh,
The
c'est
table was
con.
still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a
crois que
bomb
c'est
had
ça.
gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Ok. Ok.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Bah, elle passe sur son siège. Il y a du vent. Ah, par contre, la caméra, ça te... Wow. Ça va être dur. Hein.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Ok, ok. Oh. Ok.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Oh, ok. Barbare. Comment ça marche? Allô?
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Le mec qui a mis foot derrière. Musique.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Oh, problème avec les portes là.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
D'accord. Interro.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
C'est pour ça qu'il y a beaucoup de quêtes quand même. Il y a un truc ici. Molly.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Elle m'aura 10 ans pour de demain. C'est jeune. Oh, je tombe dessus. Il est mortel, il a presque 100 ans. Oh, c'est la grand-mère.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Son mari est mort bien avant. Ah non.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Attends. Ah ouais, non. Dur. Pourquoi il y a deux noms, il y en a qu'un. Calvin et Sam. Putain, ils sont tous mortaux ou quoi là-dedans?
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Ah ouais, deux côtés stylé. Stylé, stylé. Non, juste aller voir un truc. Et 3. What? Oui. Oh, on est en live.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Non, je crois que j'ai coupé le micro, je me dis. Trop d'étages ici, non mais vraiment.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
What? Barbara.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Star.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Ok. J'ai déjà fait Molly, oui j'ai déjà fait. Voilà.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Louis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Hop là. Ok, une clé pour un livre.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Oh.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Attention. On est parti.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Une chambre. Chambre de mon lit. Tout simplement.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Tout simplement. Oh.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Oh.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Pas grand chose là-dedans.
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
C'est pas être truc à fourmis ça? Combien? Il y a un livre. Ok, la maison. Prends ton livre. C'est parti.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
What? Ok, je vais perso. Une nourriture de Gerbil. D'où Gerbil?
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh, dégueulasse.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Je vais pas au grade, sérieux?
My Halloween candy was all gone.
Oh. Bah sérieux, la meuf, elle laisse... Peut-être manger, non? Ouais, un poisson. J'y ai
I
pensé.
thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Bon, j'ai Christopher. Hein. Christopher le poisson. Arrête. Donc là, on va dans la salle de bain. Salle de bain. Ah, pourquoi ça monte de dentifrice? Je sens mal.
I kept eating and eating.
Oh non. Oh. Sérieux ça? Tu en fais du dentifrice?
I ate a lot of things that night.
Je sais que t'as mangé beaucoup de choses. Même trop de choses.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Attends, mais c'est quoi ce délire? C'est délire.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
C'est-à-dire que je suis coincé là.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
On va dormir. Voilà.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Je t'ai mangé,
I could
mangé.
tell she was getting really tired.
Manger, manger.
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't go.
Je suis là. Là.
I gobbled her up.
Wow. Dans le futur, ce jeu.
Suddenly, I was an owl.
Oh.
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Comment ça qu'on grignote dans l'herbe? Je vois rien.
Rabbits.
Oh, il y a un lapin là. Oh non. Mais, on monte. Ah merde, faut... Il y a des problèmes, mon père. Oh là. Lapin, lapin, lapin.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Que? Encore? On va tout manger. Manger, manger.
A mama rabbit.
Hop là. Manger, manger, manger.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Wow. Je sais pas qui c'est qui a fait le jeu, mais ils ont bien filmé. Un requin. Merde, c'est pas vrai, en plus on contrôle le requin. On y va, c'est parti.
I rolled off the cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Quel est ce délire? Oh là, non. Comment on sent? Ah, c'est comme ça. Ah, c'est bizarre comment on contrôle.
I wanted fat, juicy seeds.
Là, viens là.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Oh, putain. Manger, manger, manger.
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water.
Huh?
When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Wow. Manger, manger. Passer la voiture. Non. Ça va pas être pas grave parce que... Mes galons. Attends mais c'est des galons. Ah. C'était par là. Apparemment non. Ah, mon terrain.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real
Putain.
quiet.
Je vais te manger. Manger, manger, manger. Pourquoi j'ai mis le temps, j'ai mis ça. Ok. On monte, on monte.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Oh oh. Oh la musique, wesh. J'entends plus rien. Oh. Manger, manger.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled into new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Et ça où ça? On peut remonter vraiment. Attends, le rayon il est où là? On serait pas chez nous? Non,
I got closer and closer.
Vous voyez, on va se manger tout seul. Moi je sais manger quoi. Non, elle est morte comme ça, on se sent manger.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Elle est morte. On s'est mangé ou ouais?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that,
Well,
but I'm sure Edie would have.
Voilà.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
Bon, ok. Bon, on est reparti, on va faire. Quelle heure là? On va faire un mouvement. Bah oui, bon, je. Faut que je reste par là. Par la fenêtre. Bon, mais avec ce jeu, il est là, beau. Il y a un radeau.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Allez.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Juste pour savoir. Et de combien de os parce que.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Okay.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. room was like a museum.
On va attendre 35 de après parce que. Ah, c'est vrai, c'est bon. Je pense que ça va être encore un petit souvenir. Que je vais aller voir la chambre. C'est un peu. Ah, bah si. C'est oui.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Non, c'est dit que c'était une chambre, un an. Perdu. On va d'abord faire ça. Parce que c'est, mais.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
C'est quoi ce problème?
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Okay.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Je crois qu'il a fait la maison.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
D'accord.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Oh, ça veut dire que j'aurai des problèmes aussi, moi. Donc, c'est des problèmes. Je sens que je vais y rester. Donc, ouais, c'est celui-là. Ça s'appelle des bedroom. Bathroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh, t'as les sons de ce jeu? Hop là.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Et je suis enceinte. Trop bien. Le beau gosse. Newton. Il y a bien deux personnes ici. Fort Sam. L'espace. Et c'est l'armée. Il y avait des tuiles d'infos. Ça c'est badass. Vous montez? Ah ouais.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
Oh.
And that he never talked about him.
Ah. Ouais, il était très loin.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Wesh. Le casque. Ah non.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Voilà. Oh oui. C'est génial.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Ah ok, on va compter les deux pieds. Wouhou. On va y aller.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh non.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you
Wow.
again.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Sorry, allez-y.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Oh merde. Oh bah ça c'est triste.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Oh non.
After the funeral,
Oh ça fait encore
Edie
mal.
roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Il est pas mort quoi Sam? Sam.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Ok, il est parti à la messe. Voilà. M'inquiète, c'est pas ça, je vais
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Hop là. Bon, je continue. Allons. Continue.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. Of all the stories,
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break,
Salut
she'd been
les
asked to perform her
Wicks.
signature scream at a local
Ça se dit
convention
comme
for
ça.
monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Oh, ouais quand même.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
Ah oui, il peut prononcer, c'est bon. Désolé, il y a un petit problème de Liwick.
You're
Par
right.
contre, après, je sais pas.
Also,
Liwick,
I
le
loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
les
My dad likes making
Clémar.
puzzles with secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box.
Champomy.
The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks.
Pas trop c'est la fin, mais.
I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So
Ah, je suis.
Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Trop un pro.
She reached for the music box.
Alors. Dis-moi, toi, c'est le truc là. Ok. Ah, je tourne en l'air ton truc là. Ah,
And
oui.
as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Ah, je trouve un peu le monté que c'est ça. Oh là, c'est quoi ça? Tin, 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 tin. Putain, film d'horreur. Tin, 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 tin.
She found Rick's crutch
Oh
and
putain.
imagined the worst.
Ok, il est mort. Ah, la musique. Oh, je vais dég... Oh, je peux te taper. Oh, je suis énervé. Oh, je vais tout déglinguer. Oh, on peut... Oh là. Je vais casser la map. Ouais. Ouais, prends ça. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a maintenant? Ouais, c'est trop la musique de film d'horreur. Attends, c'est quel film d'horreur? C'est pas le Halloween. Ah, c'est Michael Myers ça. What, c'est quoi ça? Oh, ok, c'est bon. Attends. Ouf, je suis chaud là.
The old fridge rattled and grew
Bon, attends, je vais taper dans le frigidaire. Ouais.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt.
Juste pour un coup de béquille quoi.
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Là, si, du comic
Barb.
book.
Have you seen my
C'est
other
quoi?
crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara!
Ah oui, c'est...
Walter?
Oh là, qu'est-ce qui
What's
se passe
going
encore?
on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up. But if this is a trick,
Putain, j'ai encore...
dead, Walter.
Bon, ça recommence. Tum, 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 tum. Paf. Ok, c'est bon. Bon, je vais déglinguer quelqu'un. Tum, tum, tum. Bon, c'est parti. Voilà. Je suis énervé. Allez, viens là. Alors.
Walter, are you there?
Walter.
Walter vanished.
Oh putain.
Sound radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Ah, bah...
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Putain. Un combat là. Allez. Le combat était rapide. On se casse, on se casse, on se casse.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. She thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
On y retourne.
The door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow.
Oh mon gars. Qu'est-ce que tu veux? Il est mort.
He wasn't
C'est
moving,
bon.
but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Je laisse déglinguer. J'arrive. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a maintenant? Qu'est-ce que tu veux là? Je suis énervé là.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Il est... Oh mon gars. T'inquiète me pas là un coup là. Pef pef. Voilà, c'est parti.
At the door, she heard whispering.
On va le pulvériser.
It was
C'est quoi ça?
from inside the house.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe là?
Oh dear.
Grosse soirée. Et c'est qui le mec?
Had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
Ah
She
c'est...
saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent.
Attends, mais elle est morte?
Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom.
Ah bah elle est dead
But
alors.
unfortunately, so did her fans. Of
Ah,
course,
dead.
the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Oh.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Bon, on rigole bien mec. Pas ta blague. C'est drôle. Oh. L'oreille de le mort. Bon bah...
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Enfin heureuse, ouais. Si tu peux dire ça. Petit très heureux mais... Oh, faut repasser par là. Oui, mais la musique, mon gars, c'est un...
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Ah, oui, du coup, il fallait la boîte à musique maintenant, ça. On y va. Putain, elle est d'ici, quoi, elle est morte juste ici. Ah. quoi ce bug là? Ah, cette musique, moi. C'est un peu la base. La base des films d'horreur, quoi. Il fait un peu nuit là. Il me court un jour. Du coup, maintenant, si on fait ça, on continue. Voilà. Na, la clé. Bon, il n'y a pas une lampe torche quelque part. On commence pas trop à y voir, mais. En bas, c'est pareil. Et tout. Ah, là, si, il peut
Mom said
pareil.
the
Hein.
basement was off limits.
Désolé,
Unless I
mais je suis pas
wanted
d'accord.
another tetanus shot.
Il y avait du sang. Ah, c'est le dragon qui voulait construire.
I saw Edie sneak down to the
On voit rien.
basement once, carrying packages.
Ça se paraît des caisses. Oh,
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
les fameux frigo. Ah, faut.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more
D'accord.
than that.
C'est caché. Moi, ça gamin. D'accord.
I remember asking Mom once
Ah,
about
la
where
lumière.
Walter had gone.
Oh, on va trouver Walter, ça.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Walter. Oh. C'est de la bouffe ici. Et c'est réel.
If there's a pattern in all these stories,
Oui, c'est mieux bien.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Ah bah Walter était là. Apparemment. T'as pris un coup de vieux gamin. Oh. Alors ça c'est de la fin de compétition. Oh, par contre ça radio de mort là. Oh mec, c'est quoi ça radio de mort?
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
Oh. Mais il dort où lui? Allez, on ouvre la boîte. C'est parti. Comment ça marche?
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today.
Oh, un peu la base.
I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
Tu vas venir ta vie mec, tu
If
manges
you
ça?
wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Non. Et c'est reparti.
Even a monster
Une
on the
voiture
other
de
side of the
bâtiment.
door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Ça c'est une belle vie ça. Moi des pêches ou abricots, je sais pas lequel.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
Oh, je commence à être vieux là.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone.
Ah, c'est des pêches.
Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
Trop longtemps qu'il attendait là. Non,
I'm done waiting.
on est mal à attendre.
I have to leave.
Oh,
Well,
un
I still
petit...
can.
on est obligé de passer par là. Pour être super fait. Je dois partir pendant que je peux encore. Ok. On y va. Hop là. On descend. C'est quoi ça? Ouais, c'est bien ici, il y a une petite bibliothèque. Les céréales.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara.
Pas plus quand tu me tiens, je dois y aller, bye. Ah, pas de soucis. Ah, bonne soirée à toi. Hein.
And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
Whoa.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month.
C'est quoi cette
Or a
famille,
single
mon gars?
week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Oh, mais d'être pas le but, pas le trou.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Bon bah. Ça y est, quelle heure? Quelle heure est-il? Je vais bientôt arrêter. Puis jusqu'au prochain livre et j'ai pas ça à sauvegarder. Walter, Monsieur Pêche. Bon, ta radio m'a fait bien coup, mais.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Allez là. Encore.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Oh.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh, c'est quoi cette nouvelle?
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
En fait, ils ont tous...
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Ouais, quand ils ont une malédiction, au final, tout le monde ne verra pas. C'est un peu chaud quand même.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Oh, yeah.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Oh. C'est quoi tes animaux, wesh?
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Oh là 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 là. What? Un crapaud qui est mort?
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Un chat qui vole. L'espace. Merci. Je l'ai vu. Hop. Livre.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Oh, t'as bien que ça sauvegarde un jour. J'ai pas fini le jour d'un coup.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Ouais. N'importe.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Peut-être, hein. Attends, Stéphane, là. Bang, bang.
But looking back on it now,
On se regarde encore. Bon, on va nickel l'heure. Ouais, 30. Je vais arrêter là. Oh bah en plus on a fait... Oh j'ai sûrement fait la moitié en vrai. Je pense. Attends, c'est les noms de famille Ah non. Z... Euh, compagnon, je pense. Bon, allez, moi je vais reprendre justement faire la live ce soir. Sur PF ou je sais pas, ça dépend. Voilà, je vous dis à tout à l'heure.